Alright, what's going on YouTube? I'm back. I just uploaded a video about the Apple CarPlay install on the car. This is just going to be a pros and cons video of the Apple CarPlay system from grumaudio.com. I noticed as soon as I installed it and took the car on the first drive with it, I immediately noticed some things. So we're going to go ahead and go over that stuff. This time I'm gonna try to record with the phone and landscape, because that last video I posted, I had it like in portrait. So hopefully this one upload long ways, so when y'all view the video and whatnot, y'all be able to hold the phone sideways and not get a little view, I guess, of the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull over and get right into the video, man. All right, y'all, without further ado, we'll get right into the video, man. So I'm gonna take the camera and then I'm gonna flip it. So let me see. Damn, how I flipped that bit. All right, so boom, we got the camera flipped. I'm gonna put the car in accessory mode and then y'all gonna see the boot up screen. All right, don't worry about that little dinging noise. That was my little dash camera. So this is the home screen, and then it'll go to the MyLink screen, and then it'll go back to this screen, and then it'll go back to the MyLink screen, and that should be the last time. So turn that off. As you can see, the Apple CarPlay automatically connected. Let me see if I can get it to focus though. Okay. All right, so the first one we're gonna cover, I know y'all like the bad news first, so we're gonna go over the cons first. So the first con, and the biggest con to me, and probably to y'all as well, is the backup camera. So the backup camera it still works with this system. The thing about it is, so when you put the car in reverse, the backup camera come on the screen and you'll be able to see, you reversing into the parking spot or whatever it may be. But when you put the car back in drive, the Apple CarPlay does not come back on the screen. So you'll be back on the factory MyLink screen until you basically turn the car off and then restart the car and whatnot, and it boosts right back up. So that's the only downfall about this. I ain't gonna say the only downfall, but the biggest one for me is that. All right, y'all, so this is what happens. So I'm gonna move up a little bit first, and then I'm gonna show y'all what happens when you put the car in reverse. So I moved up a little bit, and now we're gonna put the car in reverse. Backup camera comes on. We'll back up a little bit. And then we'll go neutral. Boom. And then it'll just stay on this screen. It won't go back to the Apple CarPlay. Okay, so con number 2. So I'm gonna long press on the screen and watch what it does. Long press, boom. It like glitches out, you'll let go. Goes to that and then back. So that's kind of like a bug that needs to get fixed. All it really needs is an update or whatnot, hopefully. So boom, there it is again, and then it goes right back. So that's kind of weird. Back to con number 3. So once you go back to the factory MyLink, so you'll click that, and then it'll take you here. Let me press that, and then turn that down. So once you're on this screen, back to the MyLink, and you click home, there's no Grom little button on here to take you back to the CarPlay system. So if you click, you see these are all the factory options. Same thing, navigation, destination, blah, 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 and then all that stuff. There's no Grom button here that takes you back to the CarPlay system. So in order to get back to it, which is very tedious and annoying, is you'll have to take the key out, boom, open the door, all right, and then basically do it all again. Insert the key, start the car up, or put it in accessory mode like this, and then it'll go right back to it. When you change in the AC control, so if I turn it, it'll go to the default screen, and then it'll go on down there. Same thing over here when you do this side. Okay, maybe not, but if I go down, then you can see it and all that stuff. So, but it'll go back to this screen, to the CarPlay screen. All right, y'all, so those are the 3 biggest cons that I can remember right now at this moment. I will do another pros and cons video as I get some miles on this system and I start noticing more things. But that's it for now for the cons. If y'all have anything that y'all want to see me do or ask me, any questions you got, just put it in the comment section, man. I'm gonna answer back to every single one of y'all. So whatever questions you have about this system, I'm gonna answer to the best of my knowledge, from what I didn't experience so far with this system. So with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the pros of this system. So the biggest pro already right off the bat is Apple CarPlay. You got wireless and wired. So I'm a big fan, a huge fan of the wireless. So that's what I use now with this system. I do have the option of doing a wired, but I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just tell you straight up, I'm not doing that. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it for the pros. I mean, you got Apple CarPlay in a 2015 Chevrolet Camaro, and they didn't start implementing Apple CarPlay into Chevrolets until that following year of 2016. So, but yeah, that's the biggest thing. Obviously, you know, in here, I'll flip the camera around so you can see, but you'll go back to the Grom homepage of the system, and it basically has like links for you to go to. You'll click that link, and then it'll have like troubleshooting. So like if something was to happen, if you can't connect to Bluetooth, or if you can't connect to Apple CarPlay, any type of troubleshooting, there's links. So you'll just click where it says click here for that specific topic, and then it'll take you right there and show you how to, you know, fix whatever it is. So I'm gonna flip the camera and show y'all that. So that's definitely a huge a huge pro for this system. I'm gonna go Grom, back to the home page. So you'll get here, and then you'll go to support. You'll click support, and then this is what I was talking about. So how to connect the Wi-Fi. You'll click there. It'll show you how to do that. We'll go back up. Same thing with the Bluetooth. If there's any updates. So right here, how to update, you'll click that link, and then we'll go down. If you got Android, it also obviously has Android Auto. So you got that, and then send data to customer support. So I will be using that a lot to get some of this stuff fixed and worked out. And then all settings right there. So with that being said, I will be using that send the customer data logs to the actual company, so we can get this system working flawlessly with the backup camera, the long press thing, how it glitches back to the factory MyLink system. So I'm gonna be sending them these data logs every time I notice something, so we can get this system, you know, A1 like it's supposed to be. So yeah, man, that's it for this video. I haven't done like a update on the car in a while, so maybe I'll push out one of those videos to you guys, just to give y'all an update on the car and where it sits and where it stands now, and all that good stuff, and future plans and all that type of stuff. So I know this is a short one. Hopefully I answered a lot of y'all questions about this system. If I didn't, just go to the comment section on here, on YouTube, on my TikTok or Instagram. Username is @1elite_slugger. So yeah, man, just shoot me y'all comments and whatnot, and then I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And yeah, man, that's gonna be it for this one. Y'all stay tuned for the car update, and then I'll do I guess a round 2 of the pros and cons for this Apple CarPlay system as well, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, man, y'all stay tuned.